This wonderful dish started out life as 800 grams of pork steak cut fine in about 500 ml of cider, marinated for 90 minutes. In a hot pan with some oil we have a chopped onion and around about 3 cloves of garlic. And now we're going to add some chorizo for flavour, saltiness and colour. And we need some nice smallish pieces, there you go, about that size. And we're going to cook those for around about 2 minutes, and you can see the onions taking on the paprika from the chorizo, and that's really gorgeous. And now we're adding some peppers from the greenhouse. I've chosen mild peppers. If you like hot ones, then you can go for hot ones. Try to keep them as whole as you can and cook them for another 2 minutes, but stir them all the time. Get all of that oil coated around those peppers, and then in goes our marinade and our pork. You can tell good pork by the demarcation line of fat. Should be a good straight line for a well-fed pig, not all wavy and interspersed with the meat. We're going to bring that to the boil, and hopefully after a little while of getting hot we're going to add some sage. And that goes the perfect herb for this particular dish. And we're going to bring this up to heat and cook it for around about 30 minutes once we have added our next ingredient, which is the apple. It's going to do two things, this apple. It's going to increase the acidity. It's also going to fall away to nothing and thicken our sauce. And really gorgeous it is too. Now, after 30 minutes, we should start to see the whole thing looking completely different. You will begin to see, testing for saltiness here, you will begin to see some foam arriving. That's just protein. All you need to do is keep on stirring, and that will dissolve in the oils and the fat from the pork. And here we are, about 30 minutes later, more or less cleared away. In goes around about 75 grams or so of sultanas. Mix them up, pop the lid on and cook them for another 15 minutes. Now you're going to think that that's pretty wet, this sauce. Well, some magic's going to happen now, because we are going to add our cream, and the cream is literally going to thicken because of the temperature of the dish and also the acidity from the apples, and that makes this whole thing absolutely luscious. Now this was inspired by a Basque recipe, and all Basque recipes are red, green and white, and look how gorgeous that is. It's completely and utterly wonderful, and I guarantee you couldn't eat much more than a few ladles of it, because it is such a rich and beautiful dish. Now the Spanish love their patatas, so you can serve this with some sautéed potatoes, and it makes an absolutely perfect and staggeringly wonderful dish to serve anyone, anytime. Please do come along to www.citycottage.co.uk, where you'll find lots of recipes just like this one, and we hope you'll enjoy.